He's Adam Sandler, who's kind enough to join us. Playing hurt today.
Yes.
And you look great.
You like it?
Yeah, you look good. So Sandman comes in, and I'm always interested to see what he has on because chances are it wasn't picked out.
It was a perfect T-shirt before the accident.
So I said, is that toothpaste on your T-shirt?
And I thought I got it out.
Yeah.
You want to know how I tried to get it out?
Sure.
Hot water and a rag that I saw that my it's somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Right there. It's just a little off.
Do you do household chores?
Sometimes I pick up the dog's mess and I will bring the dishes to the sink.
All the way to the sink.
So close to the sink.
Have you done a load of laundry in the last 5 years?
I would not know how to do that. But no, I definitely I watch it when they turn it on. I watch it for the full 40-minute spin. It's fun.
But you don't help out.
No, but I'll encourage the people doing it. Way to go. Look at that. Nice work.
But you grew up in New Hampshire, aren't you?
Yes.
Like a handyman? Can you do electrical or carpentry?
I can take an ice pick out and help clear the driveway and make. You know what was always terrible? Growing up, when you saw your father fall on the ice. That was it. That's
when you were watching from the window. Is he?
Yeah, it's like, is Daddy okay?
Hey, Dad, you all right?
Yeah, I used to scream, "Help him! Somebody help him!"
Was your dad funny?
Yeah, but a different kind. He wasn't like a goofball like me. He was just strong, cool dude who, when he talked, everybody would listen, and he would say very funny stuff, and he would tell stories.
When did he acknowledge your humor?
He always loved, would get a kick out of me, but he was always nervous for me. He thought he would say, "Hey, don't be such a big mouth," and that kind of stuff. He'd want me to calm down.
Did you ever want to be a serious actor?
No, never even a thought. And when the fact that I do stuff like that is great, and I love doing it, but it was not even when I went to NYU and I was studying acting, I was like, what the hell am I doing here? Because
they're serious about their acting at NYU.
And I would get lost in every conversation. Everybody was talking about playwrights. And
who was in there? Anybody famous in those classes?
Well, Molly Shannon. I loved her always. She was. We were in school together, and a couple of other guys who I wasn't tight with anybody, but who became like I knew this guy Titus was a great actor, and he does a lot of good stuff. And I can't remember anybody.
But your friends are comedians.
Yes, we were all fun, liked being funny.
But you don't have do you have a friend who's a serious actor?
Yeah, Buscemi. Okay. He can do it all. And
he can be goofy too.
He can be goofy too, but no, I know all those guys. I've done Stiller likes. He's really into. He knows a lot of stuff about serious acting, and I'm friends with all these guys. I can talk to them and stuff, but that was not my path. I didn't want to do that.
But when you had Buscemi do the Mr. Deeds character,
yeah,
the kid, the eyeballs,
yeah. I love. He's the best at whatever he does. Anytime we're writing something, we say, "Oh man, maybe we can make that Buscemi." It just relaxes you so much because he's going to be great in it.
You rode in on your Cadillac today.
Kevin James Cadillac, I call it.
Now explain this though, because you were very nice with people who have been in a lot of your movies.
Sure.
And the big times. No, I didn't get a car from you.
You do 2 more movies with me, I'm going to get you a car. 2 more.
Does that count with the movie that's coming out soon?
Yes. So one
more after this.
One more
and
after
then
this.
I get a car.
I'll get you a car.
What do I get?
What do you like?
I'd like to have that.
It's got to be American.
What about that? What about that souped up Dodge Hemi that you have? Don't you have that?
Yes, I have the Challenger, and it's the Hellcat.
How many horsepower is that?
I forget. It's a lot, right? It's insane.
Is it 1,000?
Not 1,000, but it's in a number that you just go, wow, that's a lot.
But do you take it out?
Yeah, all the time. I cruise in that thing. I go really fast for a second, and then I get nervous and I calm down.
Have you ever? When's the last time you got pulled over?
I get pulled over sometimes, and we have nice conversations.
How's it work?
Pretty good. Works out pretty good.
Driver's license, registration, and then you say what?
It usually goes like, "Sir, do you know Sandman?" A little bit like that.
All right, so you get a Kevin James buys you a Cadillac.
Yes, he was nice. One day I come into the driveway and it was on the set of a movie, and then his buddy Gino said, "Hey, I might even had a bow on or something cool like that." And he said, "Kevin got you a gift," and it was a Cadillac. And then KJ said, you always do nice stuff for everybody else. I thought I would do something nice for you, and so I still drive it. That was like 5 years ago.
But then you bought Spade, Kevin James,
All those guys
Rob
I
Schneider,
got back in the day,
and Chris
I
Rock.
did get them an un-American Maseratis and stuff like that, and then I got a Tesla for Schneider because back in the day he was always electric. He's been electric a long time.
Oh, okay.
And then, but I have a funny story about Spade, guys. So it's we're at this nice new hotel here in town.
Okay.
Because he always says that I'm nice about money and all that stuff. So we're having this dinner, and it's a Passover dinner. I think it's Passover, and and it's me and my family and my wife's family, and we're all eating. There's literally like 18 of us at a nice hotel having a Passover dinner. I don't know why we're there, but we're at the Waldorf here in L.A. It's a new Waldorf, I think. And Spade just coincidentally was there. And we at the end of the meal, I go to pay, and the waiter says, "Your friend already took care of that." I said, "He did? Why'd he do that?" And then he's like, "Oh, I don't know, but he paid for it." And then I called Spade up, and I said, "Buddy, that was nuts. That was a lot of people." And blah, blah. He goes, "Well, you're always nice to us," and blah, blah, blah. And then I said, "But you got hit hard on that one, man." And then the next day, I talked to him, and he said his credit card company called him and said, "Are you aware there was this giant bill of blah, blah?" He goes, "No." He was depressed.
Was he trying to get out of it?
He didn't. No. He's good. He's good with his cash.
Is he Jewish?
David Spade is not Jewish. He didn't know what Passover was.
Oh, okay.
But he enjoyed we were in there doing the Kazatzka, and no.
Now,
Thanks, Fritzy.
Now, we still maintain that show Blackish they ripped off Fritzy. Because Fritzy has been saying he's Jewish for a long time.
Ish.
Yeah,
that's right.
He's somewhere within the realms of Judaism.
Exactly.
Did you hear about Fritzy's stand-up?
What do you mean?
At the Super Bowl.
Oh, we have to send that to him.
He did 17 minutes of stand-up.
How'd you do that?
It's something I always wanted to do, and
you had
and
that
the guys
much
pushed
time?
me to do a Super Bowl week at some pub in Minneapolis. And
Give him a little. Give Sam a taste too.
Yes,
of this.
please.
Now, not the dirty stuff.
Not the dirty.
Like he went blue.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
It's amazing.
Yes, Seton.
And you know what was interesting about it too? So Todd was the headliner that night,
Of course.
naturally, and each comic that got up before him was like more and more accomplished. So you'd be like, "Hey, you've seen this guy? He had a
Right.
Comedy Central stand-up, and you've seen him on the Tonight Show. Here's Jimmy Lipper," and we're like, "This guy's opening for Todd."
That was pretty
Oh my
intimidating.
God!
I was
That's good.
nervous,
Yeah,
rehearsing what I want to say and the sequence I want to say it
Sure.
over and over again in
Sure.
my head, and making sure what I say at the beginning somehow ties around to the end, so it kind of comes full
And
circle.
then the comedians before you say stuff that, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Comedians before you say stuff that might step on you and you get nervous, right?
Yeah, but they're introducing these guys like Seton said. You saw him on Fallon and Kimmel and Colbert, and I'm like, Jon Stewart, whatever it is. And I'm like, oh my God, I've
man.
never done this ever.
And you start out the gate with 17 minutes?
Yeah, I didn't realize
That's
it was that long.
unbelievable.
And that's
Nobody
really,
does that.
That's hard.
Nobody does more than 5.
Yes, right?
The first time. That's incredible.
Do you
man.
remember your first time you did stand-up?
Yes.
That you got paid?
I not got paid? No. I remember my first open mic was at Stitches in Boston, and I was 17. 17, they hated me, but I loved it. I fell in love with it.
Wait, they like booed you?
My brother Scott drove me down from New Hampshire to Boston. I went on, and they didn't boo me because I was so young, and they felt bad for me, and I had braces, and I mean a retainer or something.
A retainer.
A retainer. And
That sounds somehow more like better that you had a retainer, not braces.
Yeah.
I didn't have braces. I had a retainer.
Yeah. I moved. There was progress.
Yeah, my teeth were almost straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember you said to me, you wanted to write 15 minutes of stand-up for me to do something at the Improv. This is years ago. And you go, Danny.
You'd be incredible.
No.
Yes,
I don't
would.
think so.
Guarantee you would destroy.
Fritzy was better. Fritzy was
But
really
you
good.
have the timing down and the shtick.
And you're a confident guy.
But Fritzy was really good.
Really, man? What did you talk about? Family stuff?
I talked about my neurotic mother, that we were going to Israel, and then 9 days before we were going on the trip, that's when Trump decided he said that the capital of Israel is in Jerusalem.
That's funny.
So she told me that when I get on the plane, make sure I go find the pilot and make him promise there's going to be no turbulence for 12 hours. And she asked me, how do they know how much gas to put on the plane? What if you run out of gas? You can't stop at a gas station while you're flying in space there. So she was just absolutely out of control.
So funny.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You did
buddy.
all right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you did. So we're going to try to get him maybe at Caroline's in New York.
I like a headlining
Yeah.
gig?
Well,
Like,
I think like an open mic.
like a middle. Do
Yeah,
a middle. You can middle with that much time. That's a lot. of
Okay,
time.
did you ever follow Rock on stage?
Follow, right? Yeah. We used to go.
How tough?
Back in the day, we were both young, and we both had holes in our act, so it didn't matter.
But when did...
Now I wouldn't want to. Now I wouldn't want to.
Okay, but what changed with Rock that... And you don't do as much stand-up, and Rock does, still does.
You know
a lot.
what? I've been running around now, and I'm doing a special, Netflix special.
Oh, was I supposed to mention that?
No. I've been running around for a couple of years now.
It's called The Week Of. It'll be on Netflix.
Not
beginning
that.
April. Well,
No, yeah, that's our movie.
stop yelling. That's the movie with Chris
That's the
Rock.
movie you're in.
Oh,
but
am I
I'm
in
doing
that
a
movie?
stand-up. Yeah,
I'm in that one.
Aren't
That's
you?
the baseball movie.
yeah. You do a scene with my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
Oh, so that's April 27th.
That's a whole other thing. But I'm doing a stand-up special that I'm running around doing gigs and stuff.
Okay, The Sandman is also on a comedy tour and filming it for a Netflix special.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Rock actually he left SNL and he was determined to become the best stand-up, and he just wrote and then he did that first HBO special, and then everybody since nobody's touched him since.
Yeah.
I don't know any comedian that's done stand-up in an hour and put a special out that has said, I think it's better than Rock's. They're always like, well, no, Rock is Rock. And then there's me. And yeah, he's definitely crushed it. Kevin James' stand-up special is incredible, by the way. I just saw it.
Really?
It's unbelievable. It's coming out, I think, soon.
And we're back to being friends again.
You and KJ?
Yeah.
What happened?
No, remember when we did Chuck and Larry?
Yeah, and you guys weren't friends for a second?
No, because I came in and he was like a jilted lover because then we went to play basketball.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, he was hurt.
And then he was hurt. And I said to Sandman, because we're doing my scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember Kevin James go, how about I take a break and we'll come back and talk about this?
Yes,
this is a
please.
tease is what this
let's
is.
hold on.
All right, we'll come back.
Love you, baby.
All right, it's 14 after the hour, back with more with Adam Sandler after this and the Dan Patrick Show. The Danettes just found out they
Yes.
made the final cut.
You're in. You like make a beautiful shot. It swoops in, and the four of you walk Beatles-esque into the Little League field, and the crowd loves it.
It's called The Week Of, and you can see it on Netflix starting April 27th.
It's good, by the way. The
Chris
Week
Rock
Of
is
is
in
good.
there.
Yeah, Chris
The
Rock.
Sandman also on a comedy tour filming for a Netflix special.
Yeah.
Prior to the break, I mentioned Kevin James. We were doing, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yes.
And I come in, as soon as I get there, Sandman goes, hey, let's go play basketball.
Right.
And then I could see that Kevin James had a sad look on his face because I had just taken you from him, from his arms.
He didn't know our history.
He did not.
It shook him up.
And he didn't play basketball.
By the way, when he goes on the basketball court and plays, it's dangerous.
Yeah, he looks like he could hurt you.
He goes after like loose balls and goes full tilt and knocks people over. He's too strong.
So we go play basketball, then we come back, and then we're going to do my scene. And it's a small scene where I'm a police officer. So right before we start, Kevin James, like there's a little bit of tension, friction, honestly. Like I could just tell that he was not pleased with me.
That's usually a Kevin James mood. He gets moody.
Okay.
That's nothing to do with
But
you.
I think that he was in competition for, Sandler's love with me.
Right.
And I already had Sandler's love, so I didn't need that.
Waterboy love.
Yes. And then he says, hey, why don't you can you do a Brooklyn accent? Like a total, that was kind of a jerky move.
I think he might have come across that way, but
Okay.
he was trying to bring you to a place you haven't been before.
No, let's don't do that. Because he could have told me that prior to.
Kevin James is a fine human being who, in his own way, was pulled out of that performance out of you. Did you see how good you were in the movie?
Yeah, I didn't do a Brooklyn accent.
Yes, but he made sure you didn't in his own way because you weren't ready for that.
I was not ready for that. And then I think he wanted to embarrass me by saying, it'd be better if you did like a Brooklyn accent. And then I went, and then I looked at you like, really?
No.
Okay,
did not
that's
mean
how it
anything.
happened.
No.
That's how it happened. You were wondering what we were laughing at when you walked into the
Yes.
studio. Okay.
It was wrestling. I heard a lot of wrestling.
So this is a fan who is, yes, Bo.
It's like a wrestling fan fest at a local high school, and like I think Terry Funk and Diamond Dallas Page and some older wrestlers there signing autographs, and they're taking questions from fans in the stands.
And this is how it sounded.
Okay.
Next question, Jeff. Where are you? Right there.
Yeah. I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it. I mean, thank you.
Easy, man.
Guys, thank you. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Funk, for saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see another one of these.
Well, thank you.
Okay. So it's still real to me, damn it.
Well, he was a young kid to be knowing the history of wrestling like he did, and he got emotional, and I thought it was a good moment for that guy. That's nice. You know who I saw in Manchester, New Hampshire, as a youth with my brother and my father?
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant fought Fuji and Tanaka live. I saw that live, baby.
How old were you?
I was probably like 8, and in New Hampshire, between matches, guys from New Hampshire were jumping in the ring and fighting, and like insecurity was trying to get them, and people were fighting in the crowd. It was the best. Fuji and Tanaka though, and the Grand Wizard was there.
But did you thought it was serious back then?
No. My father told me the whole time, but we watched it every week.
Oh, okay.
We didn't care that it was fake, and we loved it. And my father was like really funny with wrestling, like. He would laugh his head off and say, "Come on in." He loved Bruno Sammartino. We all pulled for Bruno.
Now you're not a softie though. You don't cry easily, do you?
I saw Rich cried at the Muppet.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you wouldn't do that.
I get teary-eyed, yes. My kids always say, "I never seen you cry. I want to see what you look like when you cry." They scream that.
Wait, you
Please
don't
cry?
You don't cry?
I don't cry that much, no.
What would make you cry?
Just real stuff. I get, my father.
Like if the Knicks won the title.
No.
That would make you cry.
No.
Huh?
I'd be baffled. It would be incredible. But Yankees, no, none of that stuff makes me teary-eyed. I'm happy like when I see a sports story where a guy's visiting a kid who's sick and brings him joy. That always makes me cry. Yeah, that stuff gets me.
You've had to cry in a movie though, haven't you?
Yes, a lot. I've done like 5 times where I had to go full on crying. And it's not easy for me. I have to.
Who's the best you've ever been around that could cry on cue?
Winona Ryder. Winona
Indeed?
Ryder. Indeed, literally said we had her cry in the scene, and then she does the first take, and she's crying. And everyone's like, "Holy cow, that was insane!" She just cried full on. How do you do that? And then they said the camera operator mentioned something like, I'm pushing in. I don't get there in time for the first year. And so they said to her, "Can you start the cry?" And they gave her a word. She goes, "Oh, okay." And then waited like about a sentence or two. And then all of a sudden, boom, bawling, crying, says it, does it. That was nuts. I don't know how you do that.
I love Deeds.
Me too.
Because John Turturro is so great in there, and Buscemi's great in there.
Yes.
I thought Winona was great. But I think that's when I
absolutely.
first met you. You were shooting the scene where she gets robbed, or
beating up by Covert.
Yes.
When I give Covert, that's right. We were by Rockefeller.
Yes,
yeah.
and we stopped by your trailer, and you were sleeping. And you had to get up, and I remember you got up, and I brought my kids in there.
That's right. I remember that. All of them.
Yeah, brought them in there.
Yeah. I do remember that,
Yeah,
man.
there might have been kids who weren't my kids, but when we went in there. And you had your bulldog?
I kept that secret.
You had matzah?
Yes.
That was matzah.
That was
one?
matzah and meatball and matzah back then. Excuse me. Yes. And by the way, I saw your daughter, and I told you, she is the best, Georgia. She's so cute.
Who was your favorite comedian growing up?
When I was little, I used to listen to old albums. I liked Shelley Berman, and I liked Cosby, and I liked Cheech and Chong, and then Rodney. Then Rodney, my father got me No Respect, I think, and then Rodney that's all we did was Rodney jokes around the house.
But you also, and I think I've asked you this. I've known you a long time. The Happy Hanukkah song.
Yes.
That I've asked you to perform that, and
yeah.
but you never do it.
I don't. It's not like I'm holding back from doing it. I just don't know. I don't remember every word of it. But
I said I would get you the words and even get you a guitar.
Where?
No. I don't.
Let's do it next Hanukkah. I'll come on and sing it. I got to write a new one though. You guys, a couple of you guys can get in that one.
Get in, the 2018 Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, me and Fritzy.
Oh, so that would be
McLovin.
Yeah, no. Now McLovin's partially Jewish.
That's fine with me.
But that's like
enough.
Rod Carew, right?
Exactly. Whoever's got it just enough.
Yes, Paul.
Seat and I will convert for a week to be in it with you and then go back.
Okay.
Absolutely.
1 week conversion.
You know, in that conversion, you could get beaten so many times. Don't do it.
But do you like performing, like musically?
I honest to God, my new.
But you were on Fallon, weren't you recently? And did you sing?
That was a repeat, I think. Oh yes, with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yes. That was just singing normal. It was fun. I love doing it. And when I do my tours now, I mean, no kidding, my shows are really long. I do like an hour 45 or something like that. And
That's a lot.
We do a lot of songs and it's all comedy songs and stand up. And I love singing the songs the most. Feel the most relaxed.
What about that song "Bad Playdate"?
Yes, that goes over nice.
It does.
Yes. It's a song about a kid that's terrorizing the house when your kid has a friend over.
And then what do you do?
I get even at the end. Yes.
What's my next movie? If this one's coming out at the end of April,
I think
the one that gets me a car.
Wow, man! So this is gonna be an expensive movie for me. We're putting together a movie now with your old co-star Jen Aniston.
Oh,
and we're shooting in a place. This isn't, we're starting the whole process right now.
Is this going to be Hawaii again?
You're going to be upset. Montreal and Italy. Can you make it?
We'll take Italy.
Yes.
You guys want?
Yeah. Wait. I don't know if you guys invite. Let me get invited, and then I'll try to get you guys.
You guys
in
are
there.
a package deal. I can get you guys all cars too. You got another 4 or 5 movies for you guys.
But I think I'm up to 16 movies,
something like
that.
More than everybody, right?
It's a lot.
You win. Yeah, I'll get you a car. You got to think about what it should be.
Okay.
And how am I doing in the brackets, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. McLovin
tied for first.
I thought so.
Yeah, you lost Arizona and San Diego State. No, South Dakota State.
Is he tied with me?
Yep, you both have 14 out of 16.
Me and Danny.
I like that.
Who picked him with me? My daughter Sadie yesterday because she was sick from school, and I woke her up. Said, we got to do this bracket. What's a bracket? And she wrote hello to Danny on the.
I don't know. I love that she was my co-star in a couple of my scenes there.
She loves that you guys know each other.
I still go back. I was angry at you when I did the movie with Aniston and Kidman because there was no dialogue in the script for me.
You had so much fun.
I was ultimately I did. But when I went out on stage, because I play this nightclub owner, and I have Aniston and Kidman.
Yes.
Dave Matthews and you are in the audience.
Dave Matthews is a good friend of yours.
And
now.
yelling, and I stopped, and then you go, Danny, ad lib.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And I went. I have Kidman is really serious. Like she's an actress.
Yes.
Like Aniston was a whole lot of fun.
But Kidman had the lightness. They were all pulling for you. Now you're going to have to ad-lib in Italian if you do this next movie. If you come to Italy, you got to work up. Wow, look at that. Aniston.
Yeah.
You.
That was magic.
That was the best.
Yeah.
That was fun.
She was great.
Yeah.
But you missed this scene when they did the belly dancing.
Yeah.
When Kidman is up there belly dancing, and Aniston doesn't realize how good Kidman is.
Yeah.
And she says under her breath, "You got to be bleeping kidding me."
Oh, because she's great. Oh, that's cute.
And then she called you up, and then you go, "No, play it comedy, play it up like like Carol Burnett type fun.
Is that right?
Which is how she did it. She did a great job. But
she looked good too, though.
when Kidman came up there and was ripped, she had like a 9-pack. And she had just had a baby, and you could see Aniston going, "You got to be bleeping kidding me. Like, I got to follow that?"
That's funny.
Yeah.
It was like when you were doing stand-up and you had to follow the guy who was on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah,
It shook you up.
ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
And now, Jennifer's on the rebound. So, this trip to Italy.
Let's not make it about that. I want you to stay with your family. Your wife's a good lady. You don't need that.
Okay, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Because that's a lot.
You
That's-
always do this. Every movie. Can I marry so-and-so?
I just said, you said I finally got a makeout scene,
Yes.
and it was with the woman from the Goldbergs.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in the script.
Yeah.
Do you remember that how awkward that was? So
Yeah.
we're doing rehearsal, and then Sandman goes. So my daughter is working on the movie with us. She's there, and she's watching the scene, and we're rehearsing the lines. So Drew Barrymore's there, and Sandman's there, and then Sandman goes, "Danny, kiss her." I just met her
I know.
like 15 minutes earlier.
You brought her some luck on the Goldbergs, I'll
Yes.
tell you.
Yeah.
That big
Yeah.
Kiss. That
Yeah.
got her
What's
syndicated
her
series.
name? Covey? Wendy?
Wendy, yeah.
Wendy McClendon Kobe.
And very, very funny, very talented.
yeah,
but
she's excellent.
and then my daughter sees me kiss this woman.
Oh, yeah.
And
she's-
so we got done with the take, and she goes, "Are you going to tell Mom?"
Oh.
I said, "Yes, I'm going to tell her." And she goes, "Okay, I won't tell her." I said, "No, I'll tell her," because I didn't know it wasn't in
It
the
was a
script.
tight mouth closed kiss.
No, it
Nothing.
wasn't.
What? You got it?
Yeah,
You opened it up?
yeah.
You opened it up?
Are you a Rams fan now? Are you a Charger fan? Do you care?
Well, yeah. Jared.
Jared, your nephew.
No. Jared, the quarterback.
Oh, Jared
of the
Goff.
Rams.
Okay. You have a nephew named Jared, too.
Yes, I love Jared. I love both the Jareds. But Jared, I got a friend of mine works for the Rams, Michael Vennett. He called me up and said that Jared liked the longest yard, and he signed a Rams shirt, his shirt that he used when they played Seattle, which I told my kids. They were excited. They smelled the shirt and everything. But he signed a shirt for me, and they asked if I would sign his Mean Machine shirt. So I did that just yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so I got to go meet that man.
He's a friend of the show.
He's a stud. Huh?
Yeah. And
Wow.
we got the jersey from the Texans game.
Yep.
Oh, did they win that one too?
I'm going to guess.
Yeah, he said after a win.
After
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
Good.
yeah. He said he would give us one after a win, and then
He's
they beat the
smooth
Texans.
Man,
Oh,
he was smooth this year.
So
huh?
you're a Rams fan.
Well, no, I mean I can't say that, but I definitely anybody who's becomes a personal friend of mine, I'm pulling for him. So yeah, I was happy for the Rams this year. That was great.
Yeah, it was. Are
great.
you how many Laker games? You been to one
I
recently?
haven't been to much this year.
Now, do you have seats, or do
I
you
can
just
get them.
Get them.
I can.
How does
get
that
'em.
work?
I
Because
don't
you don't
even.
you don't know.
I just call up somebody and they sandman it.
That's it.
They go, here you go, Sandman. But I go with Jack if I go. Jack invites me and I go. I just haven't.
Oh,
been out.
Nicholson.
Yeah, Nicholson. And then basketball has been rough this year. I don't know.
Is Nicholson retired from acting?
I don't know. He's funny still though.
Yeah.
He's funny and happy.
But
and
what do you
doing
do? Like if you hang with Nicholson,
Yes.
like what is that like?
Just great. Great. He tells stories and he's in a great mood and he's smart as hell, knows everything, reads the full paper every day. He really is banana smart.
Would he allow you to do a documentary, shoot a documentary?
No.
He would not. Okay.
He's a private man. I don't think he would, but you know what he is? He's
Got a lot of stories.
crazy Yankee fan too.
No, he grew up in Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wouldn't you like to be
He
single
used to
with
say
Jack?
to me, yeah, no. I'd have more problems. But I'll tell you what, he in the beginning when I used to start hanging with him, he would always say, "Come over, let yourself like the Lakers. It's good for you." I'd be like, I can't do it. I'm not allowed to do that. And he'd always be like, I had that too, and then I just let it go. And he was so happy to be.
But did he grow up a Knicks fan and then became a Laker fan?
He was, probably Nick something on the East Coast, and then he said he bought season tickets with his buddy, and he used to sit up in the bleachers, I think. And when he first moved out, and he said and I just allowed myself to enjoy the Lakers. And then, you know, I got to tell you, I could like the Lakers now. They don't bother me. Like, it doesn't bother me as much. I'm slowly becoming okay with it.
If LeBron came to the Lakers,
yeah, that'd be fun.
you'd be okay with that.
I would be happy for the town.
Would you buy season tickets?
No, I don't need them.
Oh, that's right. You just call and say, Sandman.
Sam, I just whisper Sandman in the phone.
Does your wife call you Sandman?
No. She
Okay, if she says, Adam, like what is
she doesn't call me Adam either. She calls me. She has weird nicknames for me.
like?
No nay. I don't know how it happened, but she calls me No nay. No nay.
Not no knee,
Nope.
no knee.
No nay.
What if she's mad?
Just a stare.
Ooh.
Just a stare.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
But you're not in trouble ever.
Nah, you know, I can get out of it. Takes a minute.
But you don't drink. You don't get in trouble. You don't stay out.
I have
Like,
my
what do you
own-
do that you could get in trouble?
I have my own ways in a household of being hated for moments at a time.
The movie is The Week Of, starring myself and the Danettes, and cameos with Adam Sandler and Chris Rock. It's April 27th. So on Netflix, if you have Netflix, you just go to Netflix, and then the movie's
Yes,
there.
it's a good movie. You're gonna be happy.
Is there a premiere?
Yeah, in New York.
Oh,
you guys can come.
Well, wait. Why are you bearing the lead here?
What do you mean? That's great.
We didn't know about it.
We just putting it together now. It's like the week of the movie. When
Okay.
I'm doing my special in Newark, then I come to I come to Manhattan, and then you guys can all come. We'll have like a few days of hanging out.
Yeah, Paul.
Just check with the guys. We're completely available for them.
That'll be good, and bring the families and all that stuff.
It's the week of April 27th. And
Chris
also,
Rock, very funny in it.
he plays
Plays a wealthy L.A. doctor who comes to. I live in Long Island, on Long Island, not in Long Island, on.
on Long Island.
You know someone's not from Long Island when they say in Long Island. That's a mistake.
On Long Island. And then he dates your daughter?
Not Chris. Chris's son is marrying my
daughter.
My daughter.
Okay, so you two may be at loggerheads.
It's just the week of the wedding and the preparation and stuff. And Robert Smigel directed it, and we wrote it together. And you know Robert Smigel.
Yes, very funny guy.
Genius of
Yes.
a man, and it's pretty great. And as my Uncle Seymour, I'm carrying my Uncle Seymour in that scene, Jim Barone. And he is excellent in the movie. He's funny as hell, and I love you, buddy, if you're listening.
The week of on Netflix, beginning April 27th. Sandman.
Who's winning? Who do you have winning the?
Villanova.
Yeah.
What?
I know because they
Okay.
look great. They're
All
gonna win it, aren't they? I picked Duke. Anyone else pick Duke?
A lot more Villanovas, but Duke is about
Villanova
6.
looked sick. Yes.
They're good.
They
they're
just
good
look.
team.
They get well.
It's about guard play.
Yeah.
We
I
do-
got Virginia going, even though they lost the 6th man. I got Virginia going deep. What do you guys feel about that? You know why I did that? Because Sadie said to me, "Are you playing in Virginia?" And one of my concerts was in Virginia. I said, "Yeah." She said, "You should be nice and pick them." And I said, "You're right." So you got to go with
that could be the opening line when you do your stand-up act there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want to shoot some baskets on the way out?
Yes.
I got a hoop out there.
I'm nervous about my toothpaste stain. I just don't want to get sweat on it.
And you got one of our T-shirts, by
Yes.
the way.
Yes.
Now, can you?
Maybe I'll put that on instead.
I hope that you're going to be able to wear that and display. Paulie gave Sandman the shirt off his back.
XL.
Launder it.
Thank you. I will not. I don't need to. I know your hygiene is excellent.
The Sandman is on comedy tour, filming it for Netflix. All right, we're back to Close Up Shop here in Los Angeles.
Gonna miss you out here, everybody.
And we'll go out and shoot some hoops here with the Sandman after this.
The lefty hook from 30 feet out.
Yeah.
It's the best shot in basketball.
So here's
So many-
Fritzy Show Sandman. This is your go-to shot.
Let's not go too far. Oh my God! JCC!
All right,
JCC!
That's so good.
Love and go ahead.
It's so good.
This is like the NCAA tournament. I can't gauge the basket where I'm at.
Oh, that's
Buckets.
That's all right.
They call them buckets.
Wait, one more.
buckets. Boom. There it is.
All right, Paulie, do you have your go-to?
My
move?
go-to is I pick up my dribble and I get it over to somebody else. That's it.
See?
Yeah. I'm a deep threat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I'm a deep threat.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, there it is.
Bang!
What's your go-to? What's your?
I just muscle them down. Always this, always this.
You do body a
And then
lot,
I always,
right?
always get it to somebody else.
Yeah, and
That was
For
like
the hook. Oh,
I gotta go further out.
Fritzy gets the
I gotta go long.
yeah, he gets the shoulder.
that's a scoliosis. The scoliosis hook.
Long rip.
oh my God. I never noticed Fritzy does it.
That's it.
We should leave this out here.
Who taught you that stuff?
I know I'm supposed to have. I have this two-hand thing. I don't know how it happened.
But you can shoot. But you
Pooh Richardson
Yeah.
tried to change it for me and make it good.
But Pooh couldn't shoot.
Yeah,
the
he
problem.
could. He could shoot.
No, he could.
Boom.
So is it a set shot?
Oh, that's too deep. It's,
No, but you shoot.
No, I shoot. I like moving.
It's
If
a little
I step-
Lambier. It's
if
got a
I
little-
step into it, I can get it going. But I got to take a.
It's got a
I
little
come up short.
Lambier.
I got. That's all for everything. It is a little Lambier.
Well, you're under the weather too, and you're.
That's better.
There you go.
All right.
But
Good.
this is your shots right in. I thought on the
We're back
side.
to radio in
Yeah.
about 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like over in here and over in there, those are your shots, right?
I go.
Shot some hoops with the Sandman out there. He saw our game. Pretty impressive.
All of us played beautifully.
Yeah.
Everybody hit. Fritzy in the lefty hook is the craziest.
But
of
he
them all.
can't go right. Fritzy can't go right, so he goes left and shoots the hook.
I'll dribble with my left hand to the right.
We have some meat on this. Did you? You don't eat that kind of stuff, do
I
you?
can eat it. It's early. I am gonna. What? It's sausage. It's wrapped in around a muffin.
Yeah.
What, that doesn't make sense.
It's Paulie. You got the details.
It's a blueberry muffin wrapped in sausage and bacon. It's great at 9 a.m. It's good for you. Set your whole day up.
And we did it on the Traeger grill, by the way.
Ah, well, that's the good news.
Yeah, it's good. Did we had who do we have on yesterday? Josh Duhamel, and he did karaoke.
Yes.
Are you a karaoke guy?
I never do it. I mean, I've been around it. I never jump in though. You?
I did it
don't know why I
once.
don't like
I
doing
did it once at Dimples in Burbank.
Oh yeah.
I went to.
That's been around, man.
Now it's not there anymore.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I
It
think they
was there
built
when I was
condos
young.
or something. But
Wow.
Paulie took me to Dimples. I don't know how many years ago,
Like 04.
and I
Wow.
did
What'd you
Elvis in the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
And his mama cried.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah,
one.
and the ladies love that too.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's when you were trying to woo another woman.
No, I think
disgusting.
Paris Hilton was there.
Really?
Or Paris Hilton or Britney Spears was there that night, Paulie.
Dimples was rocking for a while, but I was there before it was a hip joint. When I lived out in the valley in Dimples, we used to go by there.
Just listen to him.
me hear you.
When he gives you the snow flies.
As the snow flies
Oh, on a cold and gray Chicago morn.
Wow.
on a cold and gray Chicago
Oh, man.
morning, a
Kill
poor
it.
baby child is born.
Wow.
In the ghetto.
Who wrote it? You know?
It wasn't Elvis.
Right.
I don't think Elvis wrote any of his songs.
I think he knocked out a few.
Do you think?
I think
I
so.
don't think so.
I'll tell you one thing.
If he was
pretty-
still alive, you would have him in one of your movies, wouldn't you?
that would be the greatest. That would be
But
so good.
who do you want to have as a cameo? Like who hasn't been in the movie?
I don't know, but that would have been
Wouldn't
the
be Elvis.
funniest thing. Because the Hawaii thing, I
Oh,
just
yeah.
go, hey, Elvis, we're going to Hawaii again.
Yeah.
All right, put me down, man.
How about you remake Blue Hawaii?
I would love to. I would love to do anything that that Elvis did. That'd be fun. I loved Elvis too as a
Like
kid.
Zac Efron plays Elvis,
yeah.
and you're like his man. You could be Colonel Tom Parker.
I'm that old now where I can't do the Elvis thing.
Yeah.
I've got to be the manager of Elvis's. No way, man. I'm still Elvis. I got loose hips, man.
Did you ever talk to Justin Timberlake when with the Jessica Biel scene in Chuck and Larry?
No.
Like
Yeah,
that would
I
never
don't-
come up.
No. But I did know Justin Timberlake. Ben Stiller showed me a long time ago when we were my first time I went to the Super Bowl. We talked to NSYNC, and we did a skit with them. Maybe someday you can show that. We were funny together.
You and Timberlake.
Well, it was all the fellas. I think we had a dance off. Oh no, we were teaching them how to dance. Me and Stiller.
Oh,
Yeah, and yeah, please look at that one day.
well, you
Some
did the
good stuff.
Meyerowitz.
With Stiller.
With Stiller.
Yes.
And you were serious.
That was some serious stuff. Did you see it?
Yes, I did. I told you.
Yeah, you
I
said
really-
I was. You
Yeah,
said
I
I was
really-
very good. That's right.
Yes, I
That's
did.
right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks
But-
for the compliment.
But do you know when somebody's telling you the truth?
Yes.
If you did a good, really?
I
Would your wife be honest with you
How about people who feel that they have to be honest because they probably said so many mean things about you to their wife or something, and their wife's at the party with them. So you see them at the party and you say hi and they say hello, and someone brings up something you did in front of them, and they just keep staring because they say in their head, I have to continue being nasty to this guy because my wife will call me on it if I don't. You just feel it. And those are the guys I say, yeah, that guy doesn't like me.
There are people who don't like you.
There's one, honestly, if I was saying percentage-wise, people who don't like me at a party, 1 out of 7,000.
Really?
No.
Seth Rogen doesn't like you, does he?
No, he's fine.
No, he's good.
He's good kid.
Sandman, thank you again for stopping by.
Love you.
Playing hurt.
Have it. Yeah, thank you.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.